Hello and welcome. I'd like to talk about a very special watch today, which is the Seiko 7548 Vintage Quartz Diver. So this one here is from 1981, and I think you have already noticed it looks almost exactly like the SKX. So a lot of people know the SKX because it's very iconic, well-known watch. But actually the SKX doesn't have its original design because the SKX borrows almost everything from the 7548. Now the exact model number is 7548-7000 of this one actually. So I really love the SKX. I love everything about the SKX. The case, the size, the handset, everything except the movement, because it's in an automatic movement, and I really appreciate automatic movements, but what I don't like about them is that when I want to pick them up and they aren't running, I have to set the date, time again, And this one doesn't even have hand winding, so I have to shake it to get it running. So I really appreciate the nature of quartz watches more, because quartz watches are more accurate. They are always, grab and go, always ready, set and forget. They are very simple. You don't need to service them like an automatic watch. Although the movement in this 7548 is it's special. It's not a usual quartz movement. It's not like quartz movements today, because it's like, actually it shares a lot of parts with vintage automatic, which one of the vintage automatic movements that was, I think, in the vintage Willard or vintage Turtle, I'm not sure. So this is like an automatic movement, but instead of a spring, it's powered by battery, and of course it has all the components required for a battery powered watch. But this one is a special movement. It's got, I think, 5 jewels, and it is serviceable. So this movement is a special movement. It's not a usual, modern quartz movement. It was made to last. It was made to be serviced, from time to time. It can be serviced, and I think it should be serviced. And after 40 years, this watch is still ticking away. It's still in a very nice condition. It's still accurate. With day and date, I really love quartz watches with day and date. And it has everything I love about the SKX with a quartz movement. This is my dream watch. Imagine Seiko made these 7548 watches brand new today. It would be so awesome if Seiko still made these today. This is practically quartz SKX, and that's what I love about it. So obviously it's more than 40 years old, so the lume isn't strong anymore. It glows a bit, but it's nothing like the SKX, of course, because it's a new watch compared to this. So, but also there are some differences between the two watches, not just the movement. You can see that the lume pip is bigger on the 7548. Also the crown placement is different, because on the 7548 the crown is exactly at 4 o'clock. On the SKX it's just above 4 o'clock. And also the bezel, the bezel on the SKX is completely flat and it is even with the crystal. On the 7548 the bezel is higher and it has an inward slope, you see. And also the SKX has a 120 click unidirectional bezel. This one has a 60 click bidirectional bezel. Now the bezel action on this one is it's firm, but the clicks are very mild. And it's got 120 meters water resistance. But it's still got a screw-in crown, screw-down case back, of course. Now I have another one of these. This is also a 7548 from 1981. This is more scratched up. Also the dial is more discolored. So this one is in a very, very nice condition. This one is more weathered. And the bezel action on this is very nice. The clicks are very sharp clicks, very firm. This one has an amazing bezel action, but it's more scratched up. So let's compare the case backs with the SKX. Now you can see the both have the amazing tsunami. So these have the amazing tsunami wave on the case back. The case is different where the crown is, and also the crown stem is different. And I don't know if it comes through over the video, but so the cases look 99% the same. The overall shape is exactly the same, but to my eyes the case seems to be more cushiony, more fat, more turtle-like on the 7548, just a bit. And the SKS case seems to be more slimmed down to me. So when I look at the 7548, it's really more like a turtle case. But it's you know, the difference is very slight between the two. And maybe they are, yeah, but I don't think they are exactly the same. Yeah. The case on the 7548 looks more turtle-like, definitely to my eyes, than the SKX. Or maybe it's because of the bezel. Maybe it's just because of the bezel. I'm not sure. I'm not an expert on vintage watches, you know, on vintage Seikos. So this is really such a fantastic watch. This is my dream watch, a Quartz SKX. I love quartz watches with day and date, especially divers. And Seiko doesn't give us much, you know, a lot of choices, because most of the Seiko divers are automatic. The tunas, which I'm wearing now, the tuna is quartz with day and date. The loom is amazing. See, it's an amazing loom. So the tuna is fantastic, and the bezel action is, now this is the opposite of this one. This is very firm, this is very loose. Yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, just imagine Seiko made this today, brand new. I would buy it. This watch with a completely new, you know, crystal bezel case, strong loom, with this movement, it would be awesome. Yeah, and really the quartz movement in this is very special. It's not like typical quartz movements today. It's not like that. This is a special quartz movement. It has a lot in common with automatic movements. You know, as far as I know from the internet. I'm not a watchmaker. Yeah. That's it, I think. Seiko 7548, vintage quartz diver, and the grandfather of the SKX. Yeah, the SKX just borrowed virtually everything from the 7548 except the movement, but virtually everything else comes from the 7548. It's amazing. Lovely watch, amazing, lovely watch. I'm so happy that I can own one in such a great condition, because this one is really, it's much more, yeah, it's really scratched up. It works perfectly, it runs perfectly, but it's just much more scratched up than the other one. This one is a very, very nice, beautiful condition, in a very nice, beautiful condition, given its age. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.